Hi there guys, today we're going to go through a multi-lane roundabouts. In particular, I'm going to use the Pease Pottage roundabout in Crawley. This roundabout is very near the Crawley test centre and you're almost guaranteed to need to negotiate this roundabout on your driving test in Crawley. Before we get into examples of how to negotiate the roundabout, we're going to go through the mindset you need to have when coming up to these sorts of roundabouts. And we're going to use the acronym C.O.A.S.T. C stands for concentration. You must be concentrating when you're doing these roundabouts. Focus on the task at hand. If it helps, talk out aloud to encourage concentration. Avoid distractions such as music and passengers. O is observations. We need to be very observant. We need to be scanning the road, looking for road signs and road markings, and being aware of other road users that might cause us a problem. A, anticipation. Anticipate things like traffic lights changing. Anticipate lane changes. As you come round the corner on these roundabouts, there will almost always be a lane change and a sign to tell you about that. If you're anticipating that and ready for it, it's more likely you're going to take the correct course of action. S, space. Give yourself space from other road users. This will allow you to be able to see the road markings more easily. It will also give you more time to respond should the other road users maybe brake suddenly or change lane suddenly. So don't sit next to another road user, always be slightly staggered from them. So they do move across, they're not going to cause you a problem, and which could then affect your concentration. T, time. Give yourself time to do the roundabout. Don't rush it. Make sure you're at speed so you have enough time to read the road signs and the road markings, and enough time to check your mirrors effectively before you move lanes. With that being said, let's now get into some examples of the Pease Pottage roundabout. Turning right towards Pease Pottage. So mirrors, signal right and move to the right lane. The road signs and the road markings will confirm it's the far right lane we need. Notice it's abbreviated to SERVS on the road signs and road markings. It confirms it again here that we're in the correct lane. As we enter the roundabout, check to the right, make sure the traffic is stopping at their red lights, and then look at the road sign here. It's middle lane for Pease Pottage services. Again, abbreviated to SERVS on the road marking. Always remember, anticipate these traffic lights could change. Stay between the white lines and carry on round here to the right. Can see the road markings confirm you're still in the correct lane for services. Anticipate the traffic light ahead. Check your mirror, ease off the gas. Is it going to change? Be ready. Your exit's coming up next. Middle mirror, left signal, and exit in the left lane. The road signs confirm this is the exit for Pease Pottage services. As you exit the roundabout, before you accelerate, look far ahead. There's another roundabout very soon. Keep your speed slow. We're going to be following the road ahead. So check your mirrors, slow your speed. It's the middle lane for following the road ahead. It's clear to the right, and then keep to the outside lane as you enter the roundabout. Keep your speed slow so you can stay between the lines. It's very tight. As you exit the roundabout, signal left, don't accelerate yet. Check your middle and right mirror. There could be traffic overtaking there. Plus, there's a pedestrian crossing. Plus, there's another roundabout soon. Following the road ahead at this first roundabout. So checking your mirrors, reducing your speed. You have time to read the road markings. It's middle lane for following the road ahead. The far right lane also goes ahead, but that's for overtaking or if you're turning right shortly after going ahead at this roundabout. Look early to the right, it's safe to go. Keep to the outside lane as you enter the roundabout. It's quite tight, so you need to be quite slow. At the roundabout, we'll be turning right. That's towards Crawley, A23. The road signs confirm it's the far right lane, so check those mirrors and signal right and move to the right lane when it's safe to do so. Keep to the right lane. When you're turning right at this roundabout, a signal's not essential as it wouldn't really benefit anyone, but if you wanted to signal right, there's no harm in doing it. Either way on your driving test, the examiner probably wouldn't mark you down, even if you signalled or even if you didn't signal, because it's not really needed, but it's not really causing any harm. So it's safe to go now. Check right, make sure the traffic's stopping. Look at the road sign, keep to the right lane for Crawley A23. The road markings confirm this, stay in lane. Check your mirror, make sure this silver car behind is responding to your brake lights as you slow for the traffic lights. Also, by slowing like this, you'll have more time to see the road markings without causing any delay to traffic. Off we go. Check those road signs. What lane do we need? It's left or middle. Reduce our speed, check our mirrors, and if it's safe to, we'll come to the left lane. If it's not safe to, stay in the middle lane. I'll show you how that works later on in this video. Off we go. Keep to the left lane. Keep tight to the outside lane. Checking the new road for a new speed limit. It's national speed limit, 70 miles per hour. So if it's safe to, we want to make some progress on this road. On most roundabouts, you should stick to the left lane for following the road ahead, unless road signs or road markings direct you otherwise. It's the same on this roundabout. The road signs confirm it's the left lane for Pease Pottage services. The road markings also confirm this. Checking your mirrors and braking for the traffic lights. Again, by braking early, you'll give time for the vehicles behind to respond, plus you'll give yourself more time to read the road markings to confirm you're in the correct lane. Anticipate the lights changing to green, and here they go. Checking to the right, make sure the traffic from the right is definitely stopping at their red lights. Keep to the left lane, the outside lane. The road signs and road markings confirm you're in the correct lane for Pease Pottage services. Look far ahead, the traffic light's on red. Check your mirrors and start braking early. Is it going to change back to green? Maybe not just yet, there's still traffic pulling out from the left, so the light will change in a few more seconds. There it goes. Keep to the left lane. Checking your middle and left mirror and signalling left and exit in the left lane. You'll see the road sign will confirm you're at the correct exit for Pease Pottage services. Look far ahead, there's another roundabout soon, so don't accelerate, keep your speed slow. Check your mirrors and start slowing for the roundabout. For following the road ahead, it would normally be the left lane, but if you look at the road signs and road markings here, it's the middle lane. The left lane is left only, towards Brighton A23. Look far round the corner, there's traffic lights, check your mirrors and start braking. The road markings also confirm you're in the correct lane for Horsham A264. Keep an eye on the traffic from the right. If there's not much traffic coming from the right, it's likely your light will change to green soon. Here it goes. As we move off, check to the right. Make sure any traffic coming from the right is definitely stopping at their red light. Check the road sign. It confirms we can stay in this left lane for Horsham A264. The road markings also confirm we're in the correct lane. Check your mirrors and start braking for the traffic lights. Keep in lane. Do not copy what the drivers in front do. They're on the left lane on the roundabout and they exit in the right lane. I would strongly advise against this. If you're on the left lane in the roundabout, exit in the left lane. You can move to the right lane after you've exited the roundabout. Checking mirrors, signalling right and moving to the right lane when it's safe to do so. Looking for the road signs so we know where to position. It's going to be confirmed it's the far right lane for Brighton A23. The lights could change again, you need to anticipate that. Check to the right, make sure the traffic is slowing and stopping. Check your road sign, what lane do we need? It's middle or left lane. If we have two to choose from, we'd normally pick the leftmost lane, as the right lane is for overtaking, and we currently have no one to overtake. Ease off the gas, check your mirror, is the traffic light going to change? keep within the lines and follow the lane round. The road signs confirm you can stay in this lane for Brighton A23. The road markings are also confirming this regularly. Is the traffic light going to change? Check your mirror and anticipate it. Be ready. Now you're committed to the traffic lights. You must keep going. Follow the lane round to the right, keeping within the white lines. Anticipate the traffic light. We're committed. Stay within the white lines. Here's our exit for Brighton A23. Notice as we exit, the lane merges. Check your middle and right mirror for any traffic that might be overtaking, and then build your speed rapidly to merge onto the 70-mile-an-hour dual carriageway. We have the Crawley driving test centre on our left. So on your driving test, we pull out of there and normally be asked to turn left. And then there's going to be 3 roundabouts coming up, all very close together. The examiner may direct you as such. I would like you to follow the road ahead at the first 2 roundabouts and then turn right at the 3rd roundabout. If you're given an instruction like this and you know you're turning right at the 3rd roundabout, you could approach the roundabouts slightly differently, which I'm going to show you here. For the first roundabout, you must approach it in the left lane like normal. This is because when you exit the roundabout, there's only one lane to exit. That will make a bit more sense in a moment. So just like that. Now the second roundabout, we can go ahead using the right lane. That's because the road markings confirm we can do that. Just like this. Giving way to the right and then entering the roundabout when it's safe to. Keeping in the right lane as we enter and then exiting directly into the right lane. The road signs confirm we're in the correct lane for Crawley A23. Remember, the only reason we could go ahead using the right lane at that second roundabout is because there was 2 lanes as we exited. If you're not sure how many lanes there are as you exit the roundabout, you must use the left lane to go ahead like normal, unless road signs or road markings direct you otherwise. Keep to your lane, we're looking for Crawley A23. The road markings confirm we're in the correct lane. We have a red traffic light ahead. Check your mirrors and slow early. There is quite a lot of traffic coming from the right, so we might be sat at this red light for a few more moments. When the traffic on the right starts to die down, your traffic light will change to green soon. Check right, make sure any other traffic is slowing down for their traffic light. Keep to the right lane, as indicated by the road signs and road markings. Stay in your lane until the road markings or road signs direct you otherwise. Anticipate the traffic light and respond to it as it changes to amber. As we proceed, look for the road signs and road markings so we know where to position. Here's our road sign. It's either left or middle lane for Crawley. Now, if you forget to move to the left lane or it's not safe to move to the left lane, that's not a problem. Just stay in the middle one, like shown here. You can use this lane for Crawley A23, no problem. As the lights change, check your middle and left mirror and see if it's safe to move to the left lane. In this case, it is not, so we must exit in the right lane. We will then move back to the left lane after exiting the roundabout when it's safe to do so. Check your mirrors and signal right and move to the right lane when it's safe to. Once you've moved lanes, you can cancel your signal and the signal will no longer be needed. It does not benefit anyone on this roundabout. Check the road signs and it will confirm Brighton is the left or right lane. On this video, I decided to use the right lane. This is because in real life when approaching this roundabout, if you know you're turning right, you'll probably move to the right lane. And then the road signs tell you quite late you could have actually stayed in the left lane. Keep in your lane and check the road markings to confirm you can use this lane for Brighton A23, and we can. Keep in your lane. Check to the right to make sure traffic is responding to their red light. Check your road signs. They confirm you can use either lane for Brighton A23. So if it's safe to, it would be a good idea to try to get back to the left lane here. But again, it's not essential. You can stay in this lane. Now we want the third exit and we're coming up to the second exit soon. So we want to start making our way towards the outside of the roundabout by following this white line on the left of us. And that will take us into this lane here for Brighton A23. Now no doubt you'll notice the lane 1 to the left of us is also Brighton A23. So we could move to this left lane if it's safe to, but let's assume it's not. We have got this silver car behind us. We're just going to stay in the lane we're currently in. As we proceed, stay between the white lines and you'll be exiting in the right lane. That's because we didn't move back to the left lane at any point when we're going round the roundabout. We'll now need to merge back to the left lane on the slip road. Having just completed my overtake, I'm going to stay in the right lane. This is because the roundabout's coming up very soon and I want to be turning right. There is no point of going back to the left lane. So looking for the road signs, we can see it's the right lane only for Horsham A264. Checking mirrors, a signal isn't necessary. The road markings confirm to use this lane for the A264. As we proceed, we check right to make sure the traffic is stopping at their red lights. Checking the road signs, it confirms it's still this lane for Horsham A264. Look far ahead, there's traffic lights on green. Anticipate they're going to change. There is a vehicle behind us. We need to make sure we're braking smoothly so they have time to respond. As we come round the corner, the road signs and road markings tell us quite late what lane to use. So I'm going to assume we're going to stay in the right lane. But in fact, we could actually use the lane 1 to the left of us. But let's stick in this lane. It can be used for Horsham A264, no problem. As we proceed, look far ahead for the road signs. Horsham is either lane. So if it's safe to, we could go back to the left, and that's normally the best idea. And currently it's safe to do it, as that red car is quite far back. But let's just say we've stuck in this lane, we've not moved back to the left lane, and see how it works. If you're in this lane, I'd advise you to exit directly into the right lane, and then focus on this pedestrian crossing in case the lights change, and then move back to the left lane after pedestrian crossing when it's safe to do so.